Hi guys, and welcome back to Total Osspurs. I'm here today with Delane for his very first thoughts on the game. So, Delane, what was your impression of our game against Fulham?
Um, yeah, look, brilliant performance by the boys. I reckon it's an A+ performance. I reckon Conte's come out and said, "Look, the boys did really well. Attacking, defending. We looked the part of the game. Like we wanted to go there, or was at home actually. Go home, prove a point, and say, look, we're here. Like everyone could say, look, it's against Fulham and such. But 3 points, I reckon. On debuts, I reckon, look, Richie, Langley impressed me. They did what they asked. They did what we expect. Richie, again, impact, came on. Or, sorry, not impact. He debuted, came on, and just ripped their defenders and just impressed me the most. Langley, we all know, well, most of us know that what he can do. He's a ball playing centre back, which we need. And yeah, I'm very happy with the win, with the 3 points.
Yeah, touching on those debuts from Richarlison and Langley, more so a starting debut for both of them. Obviously, Richarlison's come on the last few games as a sub and impressed. Do you think with their performances that they deserve to stay in their position for the upcoming games? We do have Marseille in a couple of days for the first Champions League game, and we have Man City this weekend. So do you feel like they did enough to maybe get another shot at staying in those positions?
Richie, I would say, yeah, he deserves a starting spot over Son because, as I said, like we said, Son has been struggling to get a goal, and we thought this Fulham game he would have got one, but
Well, he was very close.
It was close. He was very close, but it's just unlucky, eh? And we thought was it Nottingham Forest? No. It was the West Ham game. We thought he got it, but no, he missed that one. I think Richarlison should start this next one and get to Marseille. Langley, I wouldn't say, not just yet, just because I need to see more from him. I need to see what else he can do. I don't want him to jump into the squad and then, something happens, he doesn't do what he's asked, or he plays a stupid ball, or just anything, makes a stupid tackle. Like, we need to see him continuously being in the squad. If we don't see that enough, then obviously we think Davies is going to probably be starting. I think Davies will start over him. Just give maybe Langley a little rest, but he did impress me against Fulham, but I still want to see more from him. I think I still need to see more because I just think...
I think you're right. I think you're right. Langley did impress. He did everything right. He did it well. I just feel like he needs a bit more time, a bit more. Take the pressure off him. Don't get him to start with the big games just yet. Davies has been a good servant. And then Richie, exactly. Same thing with Richie. I would start him against Marseille, but I still think Son, Kulu, and Kane need to start against Man City. And that's just my opinion.
Exactly. I just think because we know what happened last season with them two. Well, sorry, them three. They just tore Man City defense apart. Kulu was that his first goal against Man City last year? It was his first goal. So, look. Yeah, we all know those three need to start against City. But at the same time, I think we all know that Richie can come on and make an impact as well. So, yeah, look, I think for the midweek game, I think Richie should start it again. And then Langley maybe be rested, may have Davies. Look, it could go either way. Langley could start against Marseille and then have Davies fully fit for City. So, yeah, look, I just think we should start Langley and Richie and maybe the next game, just not the City game. I just don't think it wouldn't work.
So I want to touch on something. Kane, I'm pretty sure I saw Kane was man of the match, but Richarlison was named player of the match against Fulham. But I know that we have differing opinions. So What does Bentancur have to do to get the plaudits that he deserves? Because I think he was unplayable against Fulham.
Yeah, no, you're right. He was really unplayable. I think he should have got man of the match. As you know, if you go watch our watch along, that he should got man of the match because tell you what, he was just unbelievable. Coming back from a head concussion and playing like that, that's what you asked for. He literally up and down. If you go look at the stats, he was up and down that pitch, like box to box, defending, attacking. And it was just all over the pitch. He was unplayable. So I think he deserved man of the match, not Kane. Sorry, but I think Bentancur should have got player of the match. He was just untouchable. Like Fulham can our midfield, Fulham cannot get anywhere. They literally could not get anywhere.
I think you're completely right because I said before half time that I think Bentancur already deserved man of the match before half time.
100%.
And there's also one little area before we get on to the next topic. Romero. Romero came back and not Romero, Royal. We were very critical of Royal first couple of games. We all have been admitting that he's played well, but we all wanted to see Doherty. Do you think it's a good thing that Conte's sticking with him? Can you, or do you think it's just an accident waiting to happen?
Look, last year Doherty did really well until he got injured. He did really well. He was impressed. He impressed us. Coming from Wolves, who Nuno had him at Wolves, playing in the back five, it did suit him. And then Mourinho had him and play him in the right back. Sorry, didn't suit him. And then come Conte played in the system that he likes. And look, I think he should start maybe against Marseille. Give Royal a rest. I just think because we saw on the game, Emerson can't cross a ball. He cannot cross a ball. There were so many opportunities that he blew it. Like the crosses were going over or they just weren't hitting the targets. Which I think Doherty's probably better at. Defensive wise, we've already said, Royal's better. Attacking wise, Doherty. So to me, I think I haven't really seen Marseille how they play. So if we really want to go get that win, I think Doherty should really play just so we can get those crosses in and he can just attack, which Royal kind of doesn't do. Yeah. He's more of a defensive player. So I think he should start against Marseille over Royal. Yeah. Just give Royal a rest because you don't want to overuse him because once you overuse him, then injuries start coming. Yeah, that's why I don't think.
Wanted to touch on the transfer market, considering it just closed a couple of days ago. Do you feel we've done enough for the period before the World Cup to challenge or compete with the pack? I'm not saying compete for the title. I don't think we're ready for a title challenge just yet. But we're us and Man City, the only teams undefeated now. Because this morning Arsenal lost to United 3-1.
Yes, thank God.
So do you think that we did enough in the summer transfer window to stay competitive until the World Cup?
No, I don't think we've done enough. I think we still need a right wing back, a proper right wing back. And we've touched on this so many times. We've said players that could fit the system. Trippier, Serge. Like we've touched on those. Even Carrasco? Yeah, Carrasco would have been a perfect signing for us from Atletico Madrid, but obviously we didn't go in for him. I still think we need a creative midfielder. I still think we do. I think, as we said, our creativity comes from Kane. And if Kane gets injured, we got nothing. Like Højbjerg can pin a ball, but there's so many times where there's passes that are on and he does not see it. Where Kane, if he saw that, he would just bang. He wouldn't have looked. He would have said, I know where he is, bang, put it there. But that's what I'm saying. If we do lose Kane, and to create. Who we got? We got nobody. So I think we should have gone for a creative midfielder, and we would have been settled on it. I think it would have been an awesome transfer. I would have gave it a 10 out of 10 transfer window if we got a right wing back and a creative midfielder.
Yeah, no, I
Centre
completely
back.
agree with you.
Yeah, I think the centre back I would have not really been so worried because I think Langley could play in that middle as well because he's a ball player. But I still think, right wing back and centre attacker mid would have been my top priorities before end of deadline day. So
no, I completely agree with you. I feel like we are missing a couple of pieces, but I do feel like we may address them in the winter. The winter window after the World Cup because a lot of teams are going to be having players out, and I think we're going to have to strengthen in winter to stay with Man City. I think Man City is going to be the front runners. But before we wrap up this fan cam, I just wanted to ask you on how you feel how Conte's done so far. Not disregarding anything from last season, just solely on his first proper preseason and this season. How do you feel he's done so far?
I think he's done really well. I think he's basically come in. Well, what was it? Middle of last year, got a team that wasn't. To be honest, if you asked me the question, if we were competitive to get top 4 last year, I would say no. I was just straight up no. No. I think we're probably a top 5, maybe top 6. I reckon we were 5th or 6th last year. But yeah, if you ask me a question,
I would have said 7th or 8th if we stuck with Nuno.
Yeah, exactly. I would have said probably 6th, but since he's come in, he has taken this team, turned it around, and just changed how we play. Like we've never played in a 5-2-3 system. 5-2-3 system. We've never played it. So for him to come in and change that system and put it to us and make these players something different, it's incredible. And it's showing. Like the players such as Sanchez, Doherty, Royal, and there's probably more that I can't think off the top of my head, but he has transformed this whole team to now. I think he's just done an amazing job, and I think we should all be excited for this year. Arsenal have done so well transfer window, and City got Haaland and all that. But I said this before, if we keep up with them, we should be fine. We're undefeated so far, so that's all we got to focus on is just keeping the pressure on them because they can crack. So I think Conte's done an amazing job so far.
Well, I think we're going to wrap that up here. If you're watching, can you please like and subscribe to the channel? Hit the bell notifications to get those notifications when we create content out. You'll see D most a couple of times this week. We've got a match review coming up, a proper match review with a bunch of the boys, and then a preview for the Champions League game. And then obviously we're going to do a review for that as well, leading into the weekend. So thank you, D, for taking time out of your night to jump on and give us your thoughts. And on that note, I'm going to let you end it here.
Thank you for letting me join, bros. I really appreciate it. And also, to everyone out there, stay Spursy.
Stay Spursy, boys.